Hello, my sweet loves. Where have you been? Where have I been? It's been busy, right? Well, thank you for clicking on the reading. I've missed you so much. I missed you. Uh, we're just gonna get right into it. We're not gonna do all the stuff. We're not gonna do all the ramblings. I know you love me for my ramblings. I hope, anyways, or at least part of it. But we're going to get into it because as soon as I drinketh of the teas, I saw this beautiful image right here. Okay, so I want to look at it uh, as the head is here. This is the back of a horse. This is the leg. This is the front leg. Kind of like the head is down, like it's feeding, right? Grazing, feeding. We also have on its back a person right here standing. You can see right in here would be the head, this little arm kind of reaching out, and we have the leg planted firmly. Okay. Uh, and we have what looks like, and it's right here, it looks like the Sacred Heart to me. Okay, that is uh, the symbol of the heart that is a flame. There's like flames coming out of the top. Now, you've probably seen this within the context of Catholicism, um, maybe some folk religion that is, aligned with Catholicism because of, colonialism or whatever. Uh, but the heart, the Sacred Heart, represents agape, right? The belovedness with the divine, with God, with the Son of God. Uh, and for me, it represents living in a state of, now I'm going to say this wrong probably. I've never heard anybody say it. Well, I have in lectures, I suppose, but I don't know. Viraha. Viraha. Viraha, right? This is the absence, the holy absence. This is a line of devotional worship or devotion as the highest expression of love in the material, in the malkuth, in the physical world. Um, you can see this a lot, like in saint work. You see it with monks, people who are living, lives outside of, I would say, the, pretty like prescribed way of living, living in a community, working, going to school, raising kids, marriage, whatever. This, whatever. Um, so a person who has stepped outside of this kind of living, now it's not to say you can't do this kind of work. If you have a family or you are living in suburbia or whatever, of course you can. But what it is basically is that you are married to the god, goddess, expression of the divine in spirit, of course, but also in the way that you live. Okay? There are, all kinds of acts of devotion, of sacrifice, of alignment with the beloved, the your celestial counterpart, your divine consort, whatever you want to call it, in their absence. And the absence is not some kind of, this is out of focus, is not some kind of, a failure. But what it is a space to strengthen the bond. okay? To live a life where you are, you know, maybe not single minded and this is the only thing you're doing, and, but definitely ritualizing your devotion, doing things like, keeping a altar for this beloved, singing songs that invoke the spirit or the energy or the feeling of love with this beloved, mantras, postures, just very focused, uh, what's the word, contemplation, having an active interior with this beloved, and so on and so forth. So maybe not the most popular route, and maybe one that is, I don't know. You have to really be about that life, I think. Maybe it's really, but we all do these things in our own way, right? When we come into the work, it doesn't have to be that it's some kind of icon or intelligence or, a humanoid form or a concept or any of that. Really, it doesn't. Devotion in itself can be an act of divinity. So I look at this and I see we have the person upon the horse standing. Okay. We also have, it looks like the letter Z, okay, next to the heart of flame. And I feel that this is maybe fully and truly the last great love of your life. Now, it could be that you are doing the work of pulling the beloved into the manifest, right? And that could be, you could know your counterpart. And maybe that's interior. Maybe you found that through magic, meditation. Maybe it's been a divine revelation. A lot of people have been having a lot of visions, a lot of moments of, just profound information kind of being dumped on them, right? Like what do they call them? Like downloads or whatever. And that's no mistake. I mean, time is speeding up. Everything seems absurd. Nothing makes sense. We are enchanted on so many levels. We are breaking enchantment on so many levels. It is a time that feels like it could be overload. And then what do? We walk outside. We breathe in the fresh air. We get a little sun on our face. We touch grass or whatever. And try to remember, this is the way, man. Everything is as it should be, as it always is. If that is convenient to us or not, if it is painful for us or not, it is as it is. And my stomach is growling. I'm sorry. I haven't broke fast yet, and we're getting into the mid-afternoon, so I'm maybe a little hungry. Now, we have that beautiful image. So I feel like for you, my goodness, there is a real sense of being in touch with that inner part of self, dude. It really feels like you have a direct line to that divine thing, that thing that really, it feels like something. It's not like just some, I'm gonna, read this book and role play this thing and maybe something will happen. This is like living and breathing. You know what I mean? This is like, I feel it, I see it, I can understand it to some degree. I can't live without it anymore. I know this is what I've been looking for this whole time. I've been working, trying to figure it out, trying to, fix this, heal that, recombine this, transmute, and this is it. that counterpart, that thing, that part of self that feels so elusive, right? But it is alive in your life. It is there. It is knocking at the door. It is the return of the beloved. And we have a moment of rest here, but it's not really rest. I feel like you're coming into a time where things are slowing down, maybe for just a skip. Not really though, because everything else, it feels like it's speeding up. Like one part of your life like slows down, and it's like the other part's like, oh hey, guess what you haven't been doing, you know? So it's not really like, I'm not saying that you're just gonna have nothing going on, because babe, you will, okay? But there is a restfulness in the soul. It's like you worry so much that every little thing, as you're going to sleep, as you're waking up, as you're driving to work, all of this places, all of the time, it's just constant stuff. And then it just hits a point and you say, all right, we're going to do what we can do. We're going to see what happens. We're going to do our best today, baby. We're going to do our best and see what we can get done. And what doesn't get done, didn't want to get done. You know what I'm saying? So we're cruising. There's a sense of ease in the nervous system. Up here, to me, it looks like a little castle. But then on the side, we have, oops, I keep hitting the phone. We have that divine cow, right? Who is she? Hathor. I'm geeked when I see her, and it does look like a glyph of Hathor right here. You can see the ear kind of going up like that. So we have this. Look at this, like almost walled in area. Then we have the tippy top up here. Okay, and to me, it's so much like a castle. It's so much like building that thing up. Okay, now Hathor is the mother. Hathor is the divine bride. She is the moon. She is the sun. She is really the embodiment of all. Okay, she is that balancing force. She is the necessity, right? The great necessity. And she is sustenance, right? She's the thing that creates. Well, here we go. She's the thing that gathers. She's the thing that learns to work with. She's the thing that molds, builds, creates. Out of abstraction, something birthed into this world, into this universe. Not only can she create it, bring it forth, baby, she can feed it. She can sustain it. She can grow it. She can make it strong. She can help it learn and become. She is the great mother. She is what we all are, or what we all can be, right? So, I feel like for you in this time, there is a buildup of stress. There's a buildup of so many little things, loose ends, distractions, inconveniences, little problems. It feels like by the end of the day, they've built a mountain, right? But I see you in your beautiful way. Cool as a cucumber. Graceful. Maybe messy, I don't know. Like grace in that mess. I know, I'm a gremlin. Somebody tells me I'm doing something graceful, I don't know who they're talking about. But I see you in this place of ease. That is letting in your ability to court the beloved, to have a courtship with life, to be in love in all the things that you do. It doesn't have to be with somebody. Maybe you. Maybe you're in love with yourself. Babe, I hope so. I hope so. um, but it's letting it in. It's giving space. And so then we have the emergence of what? Your confidence, your knowing, your, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, bad ASS, you know what I mean? Like disposition and getting on that thing, whatever it is, the goal, and approaching it like a mother would approach it, approaching it like a group of proactive, producing, motivated, efficient mothers would, right? That thing is going to get done. It's going to get done right. You better believe it. And it's going to get checked over and it's going to be fixed where it needs to be. And it is rising. And that's it. The thing that you want in life, that family, that relationship, that career, that gazebo out back, you know, whatever it is. This is the time where it's coming together. So, in those moments where you feel, and I'm going to turn this actually and look. When you, look at that. We have the apple too. Look at good health or sustained health, I should say. No miracles here, just kind of things slowing down and not so terrible. No flare-ups. We also have the letter 20 or number 23. I'm going to put this right here. We have, where are you? Baby, where did you go? Okay, well, we'll start up here. We have, it looks like the number 8. Let's see, 181. So we have 181. I'm going to write these things down so you can see them. 181. We have what looks like maybe ZAC. We have, where did the 23 go? I don't know. It looks like 28 right here. So we also have 28. K. K-E-N, Ken. So we have K-E-N. It was 3 right there. Right here. So the 3 is present. And we have a person here kneeling down. Here's the head and the body. Kind of kneeling down and doing something over here. Now we have another person in a seated kind of meditative position over here. We have the Virgo. Okay, so there's a sense of introspection, but also keeping the flame going. Keeping the flame going. We also have, I keep looking at this and I just get the feeling that there's a name like Neil, N-E-L, now maybe. Neil, somebody named Neil maybe. Zoe? Maybe? Z-O-E? I don't know how to spell Neil. N-E-I-L, I think. Okay, and Zoe. So these are the words. and letters, and you are welcome to take them and rearrange them and check them out and see if they do anything for you or if they speak to you in any way. We're gonna take a look over here. It looks like it says, I keep hearing something about my mother. My mother. Here's a face that looks like it's weeping a little bit. You can see kind of the eyes like wavy. We have the nose, we have the mouth, and the kind of pouty look. We also have a person with a scythe right here. It looks like they're wearing a dress. And there just seems to be this sense of my mother, my mother. And I don't think that it's her that wants to talk. But almost kind of like you're saying something like, my mother would never. Okay, so your hat is dreams. And it feels almost like a dispelling of a belief that you have, that you've carried. Maybe something you picked up in childhood, like somebody told you something, you misunderstood it, or they didn't fully explain, you extrapolated and stayed on that belief. And it could be something ridiculous. Like, I remember my husband telling me he knew somebody that their parents told him they were allergic to a certain color of food. Like, all food's that color. And they believed it up until kind of a later age, right? And, you know, we have beliefs about the world all the time that we just kind of, maybe it's not important, or it's just something that we heard and we forget about, or whatever. And at some point, you're challenged, right? Because the universe is going to be like, yo, you need to look at this maybe. It is a data point, you know? We maybe need to expand upon it, or, you know, at least add some different perspectives. So I almost kind of feel like there's like this unbinding of an old belief. Um, and I feel like it's something that you must have learned through your mother, or, you know, ambiently through her interactions. Now, it feels like, honestly, there's almost like a lot of, like, not nostalgia, but it's sentimental. It feels sentimental to visit this place. It's not a letdown. In fact, I think it opens you up to understanding your mother more. You might be able to kind of, like, yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it really is. It's like something clicks. Like, oh, that's why she always did that. That's why she always felt like that. That's why she always acted like, you know what I mean? You like put them together and you're like, oh, snap, right? So something like that. Something coming. Some kind of understanding that you're going to come to. It seems important in the larger, you know, the larger scope of things. All right. So, I want to tell you I love you. Thank you for being here with me. I have missed you. Life has been, well, life has been lifing, my guys. And I try to be here. I try to do my readings, but, you know, sometimes it just, a lot happens. It's wild how much stuff happens in a few days. So, all decent, nothing terrible, just, you know, living life with a younger child, and all that goes into that. Plus, we're still homeschooling, so you'll have to forgive me for it's a lot of work. I'm worth it. I love it. I've been it has put me in a state of mind where I am also studying my own interests and things a lot more, wherever I can fit in the time. I've been reading about tidal lock, you know, how the moon and the earth are tidal locked. But yeah, looking at that and the math and the philosophical implications and the romantic implications and, the alchemical as well. So, it's been nice, but also I miss doing my general readings, and I appreciate you for being here. All right. Stay strong, man. That's all we can do. And I don't mean to call you man. It's that California in me sneaking out. I love you. We'll talk soon. Bye.